All right, Barbell Club. What's up, guys? Wanted to let you know about the next cycle that we are going to work through coming up very soon. So, come the new year, on January 5th, we're going to jump into our new cycle called the Endurance Trifecta. Now, a lot of good stuff packed in here, but essentially we are taking steps towards the Open. The Open starts in late February, so this is timed out for 7 weeks. We'll have a test week, we'll have a retest week towards the end of the cycle, and then 5 weeks worth of good, solid, dense work. Okay, so 3 main components, hence trifecta, that we're going to focus on. We're going to work on our strength endurance, we're going to work on our gymnastics endurance, and then our machine and cardio endurance as well. So let's talk about the first block of this. Our strength endurance is going to be tested via a 20 rep squat clean at your specific 75%. Okay, so we just had a 1 rep on a Saturday. Incredible class. Hopefully you found a great number, something that we can work off of. Maybe it's something new, maybe it's something a little below your all-time. One way or another, we are working 4 times through these 20 squat cleans. Now, time cap will be somewhere around like the 6 to 7 range. Your goal is to knock these reps out, solid squats, but what you're going to find is your pulling capacity and your squatting capacity is going to blow up really quick. So we're going to train this in 2 specific ways. We're going to work at variable intensities, but we're also going to work at variable densities. Now, what I mean by that, there are a couple of things that we are modifying and adjusting as we're in this cycle. The first, for our intensity, we're going to see an increase in our loading. So instead of working at 75% through this entire cycle, we're going to bounce between 75 and 78% of that 1 rep, getting you used to moving a heavier load at a more intense speed. So that higher load for decreased volume, if I'm not mistaken, the first week of our actual training in this cycle will be 10 reps for time at 78%. So we'll see intensity tick up because the load ticks up, but the decreased volume shouldn't wear on the body too much. The second way we're going to target getting better at our 20 rep squat clean for time is by changing our density. Here we'll see our load remain the same, so we'll stick to our 75%, increase our volume, so we'll work in multiple working sets, probably 2 to 3, and then we'll see the intensity increase because these sets are smaller. So working in smaller bouts, but increasing our total amount of volume. So that's section number 1. I'm super excited about this. I'm hoping as well to put this on Monday so that our 6:30 p.m. folks can get into some of that action as well. Next up, we have our gymnastics. Toes to bar tends to be a staple in the Open, so we want to be sure we are prepping and priming our bodies to be ready to be on the rig to get those toes all the way up. So what we're going to do is a little test in a death by EMOM format. The way this is going to work, minute number 1, you've got 2 alternating V-ups coupled with 2 full toes to bar. Now, each minute, we're going to add on 2 more alternating V-ups and 2 more toes to bar. That means minute number 2, we have 4 alternating V-ups and 4 toes to bar. This is going to get really spicy. The hope is that the grip isn't what's taxed, rather it's that lower abdomen hip flexor section that we're going to work on. In 3 ways we're going to target that. 1, increasing our volume. So increased number of sets, increased amount of time allows us to get in a high quality amount of work on this movement or on both movements specifically. Next is our intensity. Here we will see our volume and our set number decrease, but we're going to also decrease the amount of time in between those sets. That's going to probably tax our cardiorespiratory system more than it would specifically the core. So we are getting that piece in there as well. And the last thing we're going to target is some accessory work. 2 portions of the toes to bar that we miss out on. Core compressibility and then hamstring flexibility. So we have built-in accessory work to help supplement so that we're not just working on strengthening our core, strengthening our grip, we're learning how to get into proper shapes with increased flexibility in the hamstrings, but also increased pliability of those hip flexors. Last but not least, test number 3, probably the one people are going to want to skip out of most, but I'll find a way to get you in here. I'm going to get you hooked. Our test is every 10 minutes for 30 minutes, so meaning you've got 3 sets of 4 time 400 to 500 meter ski, 800 to 1,000 meter C2 bike, and then a 4 to 500 meter row. So ladies, you've got these left numbers, fellas, you've got these right numbers. The hope is that this work is done in less than 6 minutes. 6 minutes is like the soft cap that we're going to use. That would be fellas holding, or everyone holding, around a 2-minute pace on all 3 of those machines. We're looking for the intensity to be high, 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 because you should almost get equal work to rest as we're working through this. So then you will rest the remainder of your 10 minutes before repeating the second and third time. A couple of ways we're going to target this, again, looking at intensity. So we keep volume the same, but we're going to decrease the amount of time between sets and make these repeated bouts. So we're getting used to a nice high intensity of working here at those distances. Next is going to be our volume, where we see an increase in time between sets, allowing for a lot of good rest so that we can attack these longer distances. But we're also going to see intensity decrease, because as we know, when we increase load, we increase distance. We need to decrease intensity to allow for proper duration to be hit. So guys, this is our new cycle. I'm excited to jump into this with you. As always, let me know if you have any questions, but we'll hop into it soon. I'll catch you at the gym.